Good evening, everybody, and thank you for being here. My name is Bushra Zalloom, and I'm supervised by Professor Mohsen Abu Turabi. I will talk about the assessing the social impacts of a new development, focus on the case study of Amman. Cities play an essential role in expanding the opportunities for economic growth, innovation, and social development. At the same time, they are also platform for poverty and threats. Thus, it's very important to understand the logic of the dynamic process and continuous change in the city in order to transform threats into opportunities. Previously, we believed that we especially needed investment capital. Later, we realized that human capital was more important. Now, we understand that the most important is the social capital. So it's very important to put the concept of social sustainability into practice by assessing the impacts of new development on social capital. Assessing the social impacts needs a comprehensive understanding to the political, socio-economic, and socio-cultural aspects of the city. These aspects together shaping the built environment, which once it's built, it influences the residents. In turn, the residents directly influence the built environment, and the built environment reforming the mentioned aspects. The social impact assessment is a measurement for the quality of life to assure the social sustainability by assessing the influence of new development on the broad social contents of the city. It includes the process of analyzing, monitoring, and managing the intended and unintended social consequences, both positive and negative. Unlike environmental sustainability, social sustainability is highly ignored in policies and practices. This will lead to serious impacts on the residents' life and well-being. Therefore, it's very important to humanizing our cities by socializing our policies. However, the diversity of terminology and the variety of disciplines involved in the social assessment makes it hard to present a comprehensive picture. Each place and each culture is unique. What works for a European city might be completely inappropriate for ones in the Middle East. Therefore, every culture needs to find its tools and approaches that works for them. Places are always changing, and social sustainability is widely acknowledged to be a dynamic concept. There are different frameworks and strategies proposed by international organizations to assess the quality of life and social impacts. But still, these international frameworks cannot be applied directly in Middle East cities such as Amman without understanding the sociocultural contents, studying the demographic characteristic, and analyzing the urban morphology, which form the foundation block for my proposed comprehensive model. When testing this model on Amman, I found that Amman experienced exceptional growth, which can be attributed not only to the natural population growth, but also to the waves of refugees that settled in Amman as a result of political choices in the region of the Middle East. In 1948, 1967, 1975, 1990, 2003, and recently in 2013. Consequently, this sudden growth affects the demographic characteristic and the sociocultural identity as well. For many years ago, Amman had its own identity that emerged from its humble cityscape, hilly topography, gradual skyline, grand stairs, natural stone cladding. Suddenly, high-rise buildings started to emerge to the city and damaging the unified scale that had characterized Amman. Cubic and irregular forms are going to demonstrate the skyline and transform the city identity. Today, Amman is reconsidering its model, trying to increase the its strategic value as a metropolitan in order to transform into a more attractive city that offers greater quality of life. So, a change in the traditional identity is taking place, or at least building a new urban identity has become a main goal of local government's policies. Recent transformation in urban landscape of Amman follow the concept of branding and includes a variety of exclusive projects such as office towers, gated communities, and shopping mall, which have serious impacts on the social sustainability. Most of these developments are denied by Jordanian architects and locals because they are not affordable, not accessible, and changing the image of the city. Thus, maximize the spatial segregation and the social polarization and harm the identity of Amman. Moreover, the needs and viewpoints of residents and local architects are not considered throughout all the design stages. Their feeling of denial will affect their sense of belonging to the city and their well-being. This raises the critical questions of to which extent architects and locals of Amman may keep denying new developments. If there is public participation for these projects, will they become more acceptable? What are the results if denying for residents' right in shaping their city repeated more and more? If these developments became more affordable, will locals accept them? What about the opinion of future generation who will grow up and find these developments as part of the city identity? To which extent we can say that past transformation gave our city their current identity, while future transformation may depend on how we shape our identity. Accordingly, the concept of social sustainability needs to be valued and integrated into policy and professional practice across all disciplines that involved in creation new development. Social impacts of new development should be assessed from the initial stages. Public participation is an essential tool to enhance the social sustainability, humanizing our city by socializing our policies. It's not only about human needs, it's about human rights to shape their cities. Thank you.